this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about Aries season 2023. That's right, Aries season kind of pulls us out of that really soft, dreamy kind of Pisces energy that we've been in for the last 30 days and kind of pulling us into this fiery kind of like more dynamic sign. So a lot of people are starting to feel that like, okay, as we get closer, you're going to start feeling it more and more. But I guarantee what it's really doing is kind of bringing out our inner passion for things, kind of like a little bit more aggressive, like I want this or I want to do this. What it is, you're going to see a lot more people being a little more aggressive. And with that being said, I guarantee you're going to see people kind of not being as patient as they normally have been, especially in Pisces. So you're going to kind of see that a little bit. Aries season starts March 1st and runs until April 20th. And we have so much. March has just been like a crazy, crazy month. So basically, we're still at the end of March. We still got a lot of things going on. And a lot of things are still affecting us. So I just want to explain everything. Let's see. Aries season is kind of full of new starts because we also have kind of our new moon in the sign of Aries starting right at that same time, right at the beginning of March 20th, March 21st. So we're going to have that really strong, like, new moon in the sign of Aries, which Aries, like I said, is all about the passion, and it's going to intensify all of that for a while. And the new moon is all about starts and kind of like that new start and new shifting of things that we want to do. And a lot of people are already kind of seeing that kind of we're shifting into that spring mode. Like, okay, let's do spring cleaning. Let's do this. Let's do that. Now, at the same time, we also have our spring equinox or our March equinox. And that really kind of fires us up even more. And because they're right in sync with each other, they always are, it's one of those, this is going to amplify things coming up. And a lot of kind of like, let's change things. And almost like that little kid on the playground, like, I can't wait to play. Here we go. So that's going to be amping up everybody. You're going to see this kind of across the board, kind of like this shift into kind of like, I want to step out. I want to do something different. I want it not all the same. And kind of like, I want to get back into my passion, or I want to do this, or whatever it is. You're going to see a lot of people kind of pulling into those passions. Now, also, I'm saying, like I said, we just had this energy shifting. We've got Pluto in the sign of Aquarius, kind of amping things up. Pluto, of course, the god of the underworld, and kind of things that we want to leave hidden, or things that are kind of like have been hidden and are ready to pop out and kind of being showing us. Aquarius energy is kind of that rebellious energy. And so all of a sudden you may say something and be like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. And it's just going to pop forward. This is even going to be bringing out more passion, more like assertive energy. Not bad. Not aggressive is never bad. People always think it's bad. And it's not always bad. It can be bad. But I will guarantee you, most of the time it's a very easy, soft energy to work with. Pluto in Aquarius is going to be there for quite a while, and this is going to be bringing in some future passions of things that we want to do or change or modify, bringing those all in together. We also have on March 25th, we have Mars moving into the sign of Cancer. Now, Mars has been in Gemini energy for a long period of time. It went into Gemini energy in 2022, and then it backed up, and it stayed in that energy for a long time. Like, it was almost out, and then it did a retrograde right at the end. So it's kind of like, oh my gosh. And with Mars in Gemini, we really had a lot of words of, did you say it this way or did you say it that way? And I saw this a lot more with like couples than anything else. I did see it a little bit on the news and a little bit with other planets, other people, but I will tell you it's been more like with personal natures, kind of personal energies. I want to do this. I want to amp this up. So kind of like play on the words. I want to be aggressive with your words because that's that aggressive energy with Mars. And then Gemini is all about communication. But now with Mars in the sign of Cancer, this is going to make us feel more secure, more like I want to be at home. I want to be secure around the people I'm around you. And I kind of like chill out even. Like I've been going all day, and now I really get a chance to kind of sit at home and relax and take things easy. So this is going to be kind of playing kind of like that comfort level for us. Cancer is all about home and stability and security. You're going to see a lot of people like not wanting to hang out in crowds, like, I'll have a beer at home, I don't want to go to the bar or whatever else, kind of like I want to be where I feel secure, and that a lot of that energy, um, rather than hanging with a crowd. People are going to be doing that, but that's going to be kind of putting that people that are really fired up with Aries energy are kind of like, I want to do something at home. So you're going to see a lot of spring cleaning, spring organization, kind of moving that kind of energy a little bit more. Now, as we get closer to the end of March, we're going to have Saturn, our planet of responsibility and structure, kind of coming in, and it's really going to be reinforcing this energy with Mars of being like driven. So you're going to be a lot of people like, not just like, I want to reorganize everything, I want to like rip out that closet and do it again, or I want to rip out this and I want to do it like more aggressively, getting into like, I want to reorganize, I want to make my life easier. I'm going to tell you, it's going to bring in a lot of task of like getting more organized, thinking about your things a little bit more, and that's not necessarily a bad thing all the time. I guarantee you this is going to kind of push us through some, when people are doing renovations, I know because I have lived through many of them, it can kind of get to that point where it's like, I want to clean, but I want to clean, but you can't because you're in the middle of the project. So kind of stay on task. Make sure that the projects that you're planning are going to be easy and kind of clean up easy after you. So kind of like making it a little bit easy for you. I will tell you that one of the interesting things that's going to be happening kind of around April 11th, we are going to have Venus entering the sign of Gemini. And this is going to be making a lot of mental connections with people. A lot of people kind of figuring things out. Kind of that Venus is kind of like that love, but it's also that structure, that planning ahead, that sort of thing. And Gemini can be like that really communication. So you're going to see people kind of like wanting to improve their communication with others. You're going to see people reaching out that haven't reached out in a while. Like, I haven't talked to you in like 10 years, and how have you been since whatever, college, high school, whatever it is, or since I left that job. So you're going to see a lot of people kind of reaching out during that time frame of like around that time, like April 11th or so. It's going to be, Venus is going to be in Gemini for a while, and I've got a video on that coming out as well. But this is going to make us feel a lot closer, kind of like our thoughts, our words, and ideas of kind of bringing those into our flow of energy. And then kind of right at the very, 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 very end of our Aries season, we have our first solar eclipse of 2023. This is going to be full of high energy. This is a solar eclipse in the sign of Aries, so of course that's going to be really high energy. I have 10 videos on that coming out as well. And this is going to be pushing us even more into those new beginnings and new starts. And this is going to be an extra strong one, so everybody's going to like feel it more than we normally do. And this is going to be pushing us into action and starting things like embarking on something new or starting something new, all of those things. It's going to be a great time for us. So just know that that is coming through. So, angel cards. I love doing my angel cards because it gives us a great insight into all things around this energy and kind of like, what do our angels and guides want us to know about this? And the first card I'm pulling is Pisces, and this is going to be sensitized. And this is all about kind of like making sure the projects you're taking on are something that you can do, you can handle, your family can handle. It's not coming at a time when the kids are doing their final exams or getting ready for college or whatever else, kind of like that sort of thing. It's going to make things easier. The next one is Taurus, and this is all about cultivating that perfect time to do these projects. So maybe it's time to think about them and not necessarily start them at this point, but really think about like, what can I do to improve this energy? What can I really do to improve this? It's going to make a lot of difference around us. Our next card is the 9th house, and this is exploration. Exploring the changes that you want to make, exploring the people that you want to work with on this, and maybe even bringing in some extra people might be really good to fire up their energy as well, and yours and ideas. This is the 2nd house, and this is the resources. This is what we're talking about, like kind of reaching out and exploring with other people. Like, what are the possibilities? What else can I do with this closet? What else can I do with this room now that my child's gone off to college? What else can I do with this? This is going to really amplify things up. This is deliberated, and this is all about discomfort. When you're going to have a discomfort, when you are going through renovations, things are going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable. I know, I've been there. So just know that making things easier for everybody else in the household is going to make things easier on you, or planning ahead. What can I do to make things easier now that's going to make it easier for everybody else in the long run? This is Jupiter, and this is the abundance. One of the things I have felt for a while, that things, people are kind of like starting to spend more money, that sort of thing. And I kind of feel like it's almost like this card needed to be really upside down. I know, which means that we are like, we feel like we should be, but we need to be holding back on that money. And I'm not sure why. I guarantee you, I just feel like it's time to hold back on that money a little bit during this time frame. So really think about your options of what you want to do, and then how can you do this. I love thinking about like, how can I like make things easier, and how can I pay less for them, or is there any discounts that I can apply for, or anything like that can make things much more fun. This is the South Node, and this is the past. This energy, this springtime, can bring up things from the past. We also have a conjunction with Pluto in the sign of Aries, conjunct with Chiron, and that's going to be bringing up a lot of past life stuff, a lot of past life stuff. Breaking old soul contracts that don't work anymore. All of those things are going to be like high on the list as we move further and further into Aries energy, getting close to the end of April or so, April 20th. So just know that those energies are in play. And if you are really ready to amp that up, make sure that you're reaching out to someone who can do a past life regression with you and give you that information that you require to kind of really think about it this time. Because like I said, it's healing past lives, and then it's also healing kind of like generational energy, generational soul contracts that haven't been working, that you're ready to upgrade or change in your family lineage. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.